Disclaimer, I'm sorry if the video quality, as in visuals, is not ideal, but I am blind and I cannot see the picture to know that it needs to be adjusted. Good morning, everyone. If I can say that, it's 11:59 a.m. Yeah, it's noon. My ride's going to be here any minute. I'm basically going to the Commission for the Blind, and my plan is to exercise, and if I happen to run into my voc rehab counselor and she decides to talk to me, then we'll talk, but whatever. You know, this might be one of these things where you kind of take it one day at a time, and sometimes you might feel one way and sometimes you might feel another. I mean, I'm trying to stay positive, but I think, you know, maybe it hasn't quite hit me yet, or it's hit me, but maybe it's one of these things where some things won't occur to me until later. What I'm talking about, in case this is the first vlog that someone's watched, is I had a job for 14 months. First of all, I'm blind, and having a job, getting a job is kind of hard for that reason and other reasons. And I need the money, I need the sense of being needed, I need something to do with myself other than, that's why having a job has meant so much to me. And I had a job for 14 months, and 2 days ago I lost it. It had nothing to do with being fired or my blindness. It had to do with being laid off because the company I was working for took a financial loss and could no longer afford, among other things, the executive director couldn't afford to have a personal assistant anymore. So she laid me off. And I've already told you that I am not going to get an iPhone right now, specifically for YouTubing, unless, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I might think about changing my cell phone company, and of course, an iPhone is the only real phone I would want. So I might end up getting an iPhone anyway. But plans for an iPhone are on hold at best, maybe even canceled. Because if I end up using this iPod for a YouTube camera, then end of issue. Because listen to how well this sounds as opposed to how well the other one would sound. Some ears might not even hear any difference, but mine do, and I would think that at least some ears might be able to tell the difference. And I just want it to sound as natural as it can. And that other one just didn't sound that natural, so You know, it had that webcam sound to it. It had that digital sound to it, and if it had to do with a setting in the iPod, we can't find it. So the point is, this one sounds great, and I'll probably just stick with that. But I completely digress. The point is, I was laid off 2 days ago, and of course, when I found out, I was just devastated. I spent most of the afternoon just crying. And then yesterday I was like, well, let me pull myself together and try to move forward. Try to get on unemployment, check in with North Star, and at least I've kind of got my foot in the door in both cases. I know what I need to actually call the unemployment claim center and see if it's something that I can do on my own based on the information that I've collected, or what. It sounded relatively simple. Then my aunt said, well, you're probably going to need help with that because it's not, I don't think it's the easiest thing to navigate, so she might be right. But, you know, I think it's kind of hitting me, which I knew as soon as I found out that I'd lost my job, that the money's not going to be there for me any more than it was for her. In other words, she couldn't afford to keep paying me. Well, there's probably going to be things I can't afford because I don't have that nice amount of money coming in every month anymore. The job didn't only mean money to me, but money was a huge part of it. In the name of keeping myself busy, I may well volunteer, but I'm not going to make a career out of volunteering. I need money coming in. Huh. That's something I never knew about before. Of course, I'm not exactly the first to know things. I just saw the news. Wait a minute, what time is it?
12:13 p.m. and 39 seconds.
12:13, okay. If my ride doesn't show up pretty soon, I'm going to check. It was due at 12:06, or estimated to be at 12:06, but ETA stands for estimated time of arrival. So that may or may not mean anything, but now it's literally the window's almost closed. So anyway, that's interesting. I didn't know there was a presidential Barbie. Now I guess there's a vice presidential Barbie too. Well, I guess there's been... They said they've been doing that since '92. Releasing a presidential Barbie at presidential election time, but this is the first time she had a vice presidential female Barbie. I don't know if it's always been president, vice president, all male, or president. I don't know what they've done, but or maybe she did. Maybe they did presidential Barbie and vice presidential Ken, or what, to kind of encourage girls to, who knows, one of these days somebody will make history and be the first woman president, which might happen this election, although I really haven't talked about politics. I have to agree with Molly, mama of three boys. She said I'm not really excited about this election. I'm going to vote, but I'm not really excited about either one of them being our president. Well, I'm not either, really. I have definitely made up my mind who I'm going to vote for, one versus the other. But as much as I hate to say this, I almost feel like I'm voting for the lesser of the two evils. I mean, I'm not sure mine is... I mean, I wouldn't call the one that I'm voting for evil. I'm not even sure I'd call the one I'm not voting for evil, but the one I'm voting for is the lesser of the two evils, because the other one, if I'm not sure I want the one I'm voting for to be president, I know for damn sure I don't want the other one to be president. Let's just put it that way. Okay, that's... Hello? Yes. Okay, I'll be right there. Okay. They're here. Yeah, this Pokemon Go thing is crazy. This Pokemon Go is crazy. It's, people are... I'm sure that a lot of times most of the time, people find their Pokemon, but I mean, I've been hearing a lot of news stories over the past, since Sunday. I think Sunday was the first one I heard about people finding, I mean, is it a Pokemon or is it a robber? Is it a person with a knife? Is it a handgun in the middle of nowhere? Is it a, I mean, dang. I mean, maybe what we're hearing about is, maybe there's more actual fun Pokemon that are found than these types of incidents, but I'm hearing a lot about it, so it's like, maybe in that regard it's good that I'm blind. I'm not even tempted.
World clock.
It is
Alarm.
2...
Wednesday, July 13th, 2:13 p.m. World clock.
2:13.
Clock. Stopwatch. Timer. Workout.
And
Workout. Workout. Screen drop. Indoor walk. Button. Indoor walk.
I am just now I got here, spent an
Active
hour...
calories most. 200. Start. 202 calories. Adjustable. 200 calories.
I spent an hour
Start. Button.
writing an email.
Ready. Indoor walk.
Because my Braille sense does my Braille sense does do email, and I finally set that up last week so I can do that. Of course, now I spent all this time doing that, so now I'm trying to get a walk in before my ride gets here. And I was gonna get that case that was on the other iPod onto this one, but that might be trickier than I thought. It's finding someone who knows how to get that thing apart. That's the problem with iPhone cases and iPod cases. They're not meant for the average person to take apart and put back together. I mean, You have to kind of know what you're doing in order to do that. And I don't, and neither does, I mean, I'm gonna have to find someone that knows how to do that. Maybe somebody at Simply Mac can do this. I'm not even gonna ask for a help desk appointment. I might just go in, because they should be able to figure it out. I'm not going clear to the Apple Store in freaking Bridgeport, whatever that is, Oregon City or Beaverton, or I forget where the hell that is, but it's nowhere nearby. I'm not going all the way to the Apple Store for that. I might not even have to go to Simply Mac. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If I gotta go to Simply Mac, I'll go to Simply Mac. But like I said, I'm not even gonna ask for a technical appointment. I'll just go in and say, hey, can you get that case apart and put it on this? Okay, I got the workout in, and the window, my lift window is officially open, but as far as I know, it's not here yet, so I'm gonna go back out to the lobby and wait. Okay. Actually, I didn't get to the lobby. What happened was I got there, and I mean, I did get to the lobby, but as soon as I got there, they were here. So I am in the vehicle, and I might just end the I might just end the vlog right here, because I'm gonna, like, okay, I didn't want that story on the vlog, but anyway, I might just end it right here, because I'm just sort of doing stuff that I'm not necessarily going to be vlogging about for the rest of the night. So, well, or maybe I'll just wait till I get home. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this the end of the vlog. I know I'm not home, but I'm going to end it here. I'm just kind of grabbing some dinner and just... So anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye.